Hello everyone, my name is Hannah McCrae. I am 25 years old and I live in just an hour north of Toronto, Ontario, which is in Canada. For those who don't know, I'm going to be telling you 10 things about myself. Firstly, we're just going to get right into it. The first thing about myself is I love fitness. I got into it about 3 years ago. I made the decision to hire a personal trainer and that has totally changed my life. Obviously physically, my body fat was not somewhere that I felt comfortable in. I wasn't comfortable with my body. I wasn't comfortable with how I looked. Basically, like I'm not gonna say I hated myself, but I wasn't happy with who I was and who I've become. So I've always loved fitness. I just didn't really know how to, like, what to do. I was just lost. I didn't know if I was doing the exercises properly or if I was, doing everything the way that you should. I was just really, really lost. So I was like, you know what? Need to get a trainer. Let's do this. I'm going to commit. And I love the results. I loved how it made me feel. And it just made me much more accomplished, after you see yourself progressing every week, you're like, wow, like, I'm dedicated, I can do this. Like if I can, change my body and mold it to how I want, I can basically do anything, anything that my heart desires. So training for me personally, it changed my life. Which is why I'm such a big advocate for fitness. The second thing, I am obsessed with dogs. A lot of girls love dogs, and that's okay. For me, I have 3. So my 3 dogs are Chip, Leo, and Winnie. Winnie is like a little small, teeny tiny teacup. And my other 2 dogs, Leo and Chip, are Chihuahua and Maltese. Leo is my dog, and I got him about 8 years ago. I had a period where I didn't really have a lot of friends, a lot of people who I could connect with. So I found my dog to kind of be my best friend. I could be embarrassed saying that, but I just want to be really real with you guys and just let you know that, if you are going through a hard time, get a dog. They're so lovable and just so friendly and cute and small. He sleeps with me every night still, so. Okay, and the third thing about me that I would like to talk about is I did a bikini show 3 years ago. I was very, very knowledgeable in nutrition, how to properly diet myself, how to train, how to coach. So I was like, let's just do it. Like, what do we have to wait, It was always kind of in the back of my head to do a show, so I just wanted to stick to it and just go for it. Unfortunately, I didn't place. It kind of threw me back a little bit. I could make a whole other video. I don't really want to talk about it that much right now, but it was overall an amazing experience, and I would never regret not doing it. The fourth thing about me is right now, I wouldn't say I'm 100% plant-based, but I do try and eat primarily plant-based foods. So the fourth thing about me is that I am almost plant-based. I still have eggs, so I would never call myself vegan. Eggs is something that I've had a really hard time transitioning from. I have made, those tofu scrambles. I have tried different vegan options. I just find that eggs is just really filling for me right now. And yeah, so it's hard to get rid of the eggs, but other than that, I do try and eat a lot of nuts and seeds and a lot of big salads. I have a lot of protein in it, protein smoothies. I will be making a what I eat in a day video, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys have any recipe ideas for vegans or good YouTubers that eat high protein vegan meals, then please post below and I would love that. The fifth thing about me is that I find traveling so interesting. Unfortunately, I haven't done enough traveling, but I have been to a couple places, and one thing that I find interesting is that you can go to a totally different country. Like, one of my most favorite places I've ever been to is Los Angeles. That's my shirt right now, says California. But I absolutely love California. I mean, like, the people there, the atmosphere, the energy is just so so unique and so different, right? And it's like I've been to Paris before and Amsterdam. I went last May for 2 weeks. I went on a Europe trip. And I mean, every single country you go to, from the people to the atmosphere, the restaurants, how people speak, it's just everything, the culture is just so different. And I find that very interesting. I would love to travel more. Sixth little interesting fact about me is I journal every single morning. I find this really helps clear my head. Sometimes the goals do change, but generally my goals have stayed pretty consistent. And if you would like to know about what my goals are, comment below. The seventh interesting fact is I currently live at home in my parents' basement. I'm 25 and live in my parents' basement. Not going to say that, you know, it's hard to be on my own, but I'm hoping in the next 6 months I'll be out of my parents' house. So if I don't do it, you guys can hold me accountable. I have lived at home, so I have lived in Toronto, I have lived in Guelph, so I have lived on my own a couple years, but as of right now, I do live in my parents' basement. Number 8, my faith is a huge part of my life. Ever since I was a little girl, you know, I've been going to church, I have been baptized, so faith has always been something that has been around my life. But I did go obviously through a very rebellious stage during my childhood of like drinking and partying, hanging out with the wrong groups of people at periods of time. But you know, I think that everyone kind of has to go through those periods to be able to truly find out who they are as a person. And yeah. And fitness is a huge reason why I transformed my life, because I wasn't happy. I was hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was, you know, drinking a lot. I would drink basically 7 nights out of 7. So, you know, I wasn't happy with who I was. I didn't know who Hannah was, but I now know who she is, and, you know, I know she has a lot of potential. Number 9 is I currently have a meal prep business. I had my bins in the very back in the kitchen. I moved them away for this video, but I do have a healthy meal prep business. It's called House of Gains, if you guys want to check it out. It's currently just in Barrie, but we will see if we expand it across Ontario or across Canada. So House of Gains, I do have a personal training business. I have a small booty boot camp that I do with some girls in the mornings. It's extremely fun. I absolutely love it. And I also do online coaching and online meal planning, and I love that as well. And number 9 is I am a personal trainer. I only train females. So females are the only ones that I really want to work with as of right now. I find I really connect with them. I know their body type, and I'm just really inspired to transform people's lives. And this is kind of part of why I made a YouTube video as well. Like, doing personal training in my area, in my city is fine, but, you know, I want to be able to reach so many more people than just, you know, the city that I'm in. I want to be able to communicate and help people and, you know, connect with lots of different kinds of individuals. So I'm super excited. So yeah, I train females. I have a booty boot camp in the morning. I do have online clients right now, and then I do have some one-on-one, but I'm kind of gearing towards more online booty boot camp style classes. And lastly, I am thinking of doing another bikini competition or fitness competition. I personally am very, very competitive. I love being pushed. I love being very driven. I love working towards a certain goal. If you would like me to do a fitness competition, please comment below, either with OPA or WBFF. If you've worked with any of those two organizations, please let me know. And I'm hoping to upload a video once a week. So let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon.